And for more on the Prime Minister's visit, Shubhendu Ghosh joins us from Thimphu. Well, Shubhendu, Prime Minister Modi is paying a state visit to Bhutan from 11th and 12th of November, seeking to strengthen the special ties of friendship and cooperation which are already there between the two countries. Tell us what all is lined up for today after Prime Minister reaches Paro International Airport.
Lipakshi, if I can first inform you that Prime Minister's special plane has just moments ago landed at Paro Airport. We'll be getting those updates and visuals to you also in a bit. It's a very momentous occasion here in Bhutan. This is the birth anniversary. Today is the birth anniversary of the former king, the fourth king of Bhutan, Jigme Singhe Wangchuk. And where I am, this is the Chamlingtam Stadium. This is where the birth anniversary celebrations are underway. After Prime Minister receives a welcome at the airport at Paro, Prime Minister would be coming to this venue. This is where he's also going to address thousands of people from all walks of life in Bhutan. You can see some of the visuals. The stadium is completely packed for this birthday celebration, and they're also eager to hear from Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Bhutan looks at India as a very, very close partner, and Prime Minister Modi, as its representative, is a very, very important person that all people here want to listen to. This would also be an occasion, this visit for Prime Minister, to take forward the development partnership, Lipakshi, between the two countries. It's a cornerstone, really, of the modern relations between India and Bhutan. In focus is the about 1,020 megawatt P2 hydropower project that will be jointly inaugurated by Prime Minister Modi and the King of Bhutan. The trade talks about connectivity, rail connectivity between India and Bhutan, also likely to be taken up. But for now, for today, the entire focus is on this celebration of the birth anniversary of the former king. I spoke with the Bhutanese Prime Minister, Sherring Tobgay, just a short while ago, and he expressed first his deep condolences of the victims of the Delhi blast, the tragedy that happened yesterday. And he said that people in Bhutan share their sympathies with India, and at the same time, they look forward to receiving Prime Minister Narendra Modi here. On this momentous occasion, they could not have another better partner country to stand with.
All right. Shubhendu, also we understand that Paro has turned into a vibrant spiritual hub during the Global Peace Prayer Festival also. Can you share the atmosphere there? How are the people and the monks responding to the presence of the sacred Piprava relics and Prime Minister Modi's visit simultaneously?
It's a very, very special occasion. You mentioned about the Global Peace Prayer Festival that is on. People who follow Buddhism, peace advocates from Bhutan and all over the world have gathered here in Thimphu. This is where this festival is taking place. This is right next to the celebrations of the birth anniversary of the fourth king of Bhutan. These are all coinciding and making this occasion special. Also really reinforcing the importance of India-Bhutan friendship are the sacred Buddha relics that have been brought here from India to Thimphu. They are on public exposition. When Prime Minister Narendra Modi comes here, participates in the Buddhist prayers, he would also be visiting the monastery where these relics have been kept. He would be offering his respects and prayers at the relics. This would form an important part of his visit to Bhutan. Meanwhile, here, thousands and thousands of Buddhist monks and lamas have all gathered. They see it as in a world which is divided by crisis and chaos. They see this as an important occasion to send out messages of peace and harmony. And that's what makes this festival hugely significant. And the relics, the followers look at these sacred relics as almost like a physical manifestation of Lord Buddha. So in that sense, their respects for the relics and their gratitude for India are paramount on an occasion like this.
All right. Shubhendu, also India and Bhutan share a deep development and cultural partnership with projects like the Punatsangchhu-II Hydroelectric Project, symbolizing this cooperation. From what you're seeing on the ground, how is this partnership being perceived locally, especially in terms of opportunities for the youth and the broader community?
Well, if we simply reflect on the data, Lipakshi, we can clearly see that India happens to be Bhutan's largest trade and development partner. But relations are more than just data. We go around for the past couple of days. We've been meeting people from all walks of life. They look at people from India really as family and friends. The warmth with which they engage on themes of India-Bhutan friendship really speaks volumes about the kind of relations that have been developed between the two countries. There is, of course, civilizational ties, the Buddhist heritage that we've been talking about that the two countries share. But this development partnership, this sort of dependence on each other, this sharing of interest, watching out for the common goals of the two countries, these really bring the peoples of the two countries together, not just at the leadership level, but even in capacity building, for example. India is playing a key role in training, in skilling, in creating infrastructure for the youth of Bhutan. And therefore, the people in Bhutan really look at India as an indispensable partner in all walks of life. You mentioned about the P2 hydropower projects. When this comes into place, the Bhutan's capacity to produce clean electricity is going to be increased by 40%. Now, interestingly, the kind of symbiotic relationship that exists between the two countries, India helps Bhutan build these mega hydropower projects. There are multiple projects in action at the moment. And Bhutan, in turn, exports the electricity produced, and it helps India achieve the clean energy, sustainable energy targets. And Bhutan earns significant revenue through it. In fact, this clean power is one of the most important source of revenue for Bhutan. So we see it's a very symbiotic, interdependent relationship that India and Bhutan have, and it is being celebrated and in focus as Prime Minister visits Thimphu.
All right. Shubhendu, also, if you talk about the Indian diaspora, there are about 50,000 Indians living in Bhutan. How excited are they? And of course, we have a very strong people-to-people connection between both the countries.
That's right, Lipakshi. I could speak to some of them yesterday. There are about 50,000, as you mentioned, Indian origin diaspora present in Bhutan. And interestingly, the areas where the two countries converge, whether it's infrastructure development, education, financial connectivity, the diaspora is also a professional diaspora in the sense that each of them are actively contributing not just for development of Bhutan, but also the strengthening of India-Bhutan partnership. In many words, Prime Minister says they're the living bridge between the relations between the two countries and their contribution, whether in education, their teaching, whether in infrastructure development. Hydropower project, as I mentioned, is a key area of convergence. And there are many people in the diaspora who are engaged in such activities and such infrastructure projects. So people in Bhutan also welcome them as someone who are playing a key role in the development of the country, not just present here, but playing a very key and active role in taking the nation of Bhutan forward and truly, in many ways, celebrating the India-Bhutan partnership.
All right, Shubhendu, we heard you talking to the Bhutan Prime Minister, Tshering Tobgay, and he mentioned that Bhutan was very, very excited to welcome Prime Minister Modi, and he also termed Prime Minister Modi as his elder brother.
That's right. We know that Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Bhutanese Prime Minister Tshering Tobgay share a very, very special relationship. On many occasions in the past as well, Prime Minister of Bhutan has spoken very highly of Prime Minister Modi. He refers, and the warmth is very personal.
Yes.
He refers to Prime Minister Modi as elder brother. He refers to him as a mentor. He also shared that in his own career, in his own ways of governance, he's learned the manner in which Prime Minister Modi has led India. So in that sense, Prime Minister Modi presents that sort of an icon whose values can be emulated, whose governance style can also be emulated in taking a nation forward. So in that sense, a very special relationship. And he's also going to be there at the airport to receive Prime Minister Narendra Modi. And that also shows in the body language, when that's the kind of warmth that two leaders share. It's going to be visible when the two leaders meet at the airport, at Paro Airport, where Prime Minister's plane has just landed a short while ago. And we're again likely to see the very warm friendship between the two leaders.
Surely the two countries share a very warm relationship. Thank you so much, Shubhendu, for all those details, and we'll keep taking updates from you throughout the day.